much-awaited football action has returned to the capital's DROUGHT Stadium. The stadium was in some hibernation after the April 2015 earthquake and was later renovated to its present stage. The sporting activities in the past some time was affected due to the coronavirus pandemic. Notwithstanding the threat of COVID-19 again, it's a welcoming sight to see international football back in action inside the country's oldest stadium. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. CPN-UML leader Madhav Kumar Nepal says party chairman KP Sharma Oli needs to defend himself against the way the party affairs and the government has been handled. The Health Ministry forwards an 8-point recommendation to the CCMC considering the increasing COVID-19 caseload in India and other countries. US President Joe Biden announces his administration will aim to deliver 200 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine in his first 100 days in office, says the plan is ambitious but possible. And Nepal fails to get past Kyrgyzstan in the Three Nations Cup football tournament despite creating several opportunities. Senior leader of CPN-UML, Madhav Kumar Nepal, has filed his clarification note questioning party chairman and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli of his high-handedness. We have more in this report.
Leader Madhav Kumar Nepal, while filing his clarification note at party office, counter-attacked Chairman Oli, saying that it was the party chairman who needed to defend himself against the way he had handled the party affairs and the government. Former Prime Minister Nepal has blamed Chairman Oli of trying to harbour party split and keeping the communist movement divided by not convening the Central Committee meeting. Leader Nepal also accused Chairman Oli of ignoring party cadres' inclination towards keeping the party united. Leader Nepal has also flagged Chairman Oli for breaching several clauses of party statute that was endorsed by the 9th General Convention of the party. Earlier, with the directive from Chairman Oli, General Secretary Ishwar Pokhrel had asked Senior Leader Madhav Kumar Nepal, Vice Chairman Bhim Rawal, Deputy General Secretary Khanashyam Bhujal, and Standing Committee member Surendra Pandey to furnish their clarification notes. Likewise, Vice Chairman Rawal also submitted 10-page long clarification at the party office on Thursday. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Oli has also summoned the parliamentary party meeting of the CPN-UML on Friday.
The Health Ministry has forwarded an 8-point recommendation to the COVID-19 Crisis Management Committee considering the impact of increasing caseload in the coronavirus infection in India and other countries. The ministry yesterday recommended the steering committee to increase surveillance in the border areas with India and expedite the health checkup mechanism at the airport. The Health Ministry urged the committee to fully comply with necessary health checkups for those coming from India and arrange for antigen tests of the suspect. Likewise, the ministry has also suggested that recreational activities at tourism hotspots should be closed after 9 p.m. The ministry also recommended monitoring health standards at educational institutions. Meanwhile, the Education Ministry has instructed academic institutions to adhere to health safety standards to avoid infection. Issuing a press statement yesterday, the Education Ministry urged educational institutions to comply with health measures, fearing that the risk of COVID-19 was likely to increase in the country in the coming days. Educational institutions have also been asked not to gather crowds and organize meetings and annual programs. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the local residents in Rukum West what has been hindering transport operation despite the construction of roadways in various places of the district. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
एकचोटी बाटो खन्ने त्यसपछि बाटोको अवस्था नहेर्ने गाडी चलोस् नचलोस् बाटोको अवस्था जस्तो होस् भन्ने नेताहरूको प्रवृत्तिले कारणले हाम्रा बाटाहरू सुचारू हुन सकेका छैनन्।
आम जनताले पनि ध्यान दिनु पर्यो अनि पहल गर्नु पर्यो हामीहरू सबै युवाहरू मिलेर नि।
कति किलोमिटर हुने यो वर्षमा आइसक्यो कति हुने शिफ्टमा जानु पर्यो बरु तर पक्को हुनु पर्यो के
मापदण्ड अनुसार काम गर्न नसकेको कारण यो अवस्था सिर्जना भएको।
एकचोटि बनाइसकेपछि अर्कोचोटि के छ कस्तो छ त्यहाँको हालखबर नै बुझ्न सक्दैनन् बुझ्दैनन् त्यसैले त्यसकारणले लथालिङ्ग भएको।
It's time now for the sports news.
Sports news brought to you by Lakshmi Steel, Nepal guaranteed #1 quality.
Nepal played a goalless stalemate against Kyrgyzstan under-23 yesterday in the second match of the ongoing Three Nations Cup football tournament. We have more in this report.
Nepal dominated the proceedings right from the onset, came close to scoring on a number of occasions, but an all-important goal still eluded the host nation. Nepal dished out the same old story of lack of finishes to clinch the match yet again, to the disappointment of home fans who had turned up in large number to support Team Nepal. Anjan Bista and Sanjog Rai were guilty to miss their chances early in the match. Anjan Bista's 14th minute strike deflected off the crossbar as the spectators were left to rue their chances. Abhishek Rijal also could not find the luck in his stride in the 29th minute as his well-calculated shot was just off the target. Following a goalless first half, Ananta Tamang's header in the 50th minute was well saved by the Kyrgyz keeper. Kyrgyzstan was limited to 10 men in the 67th minute after their skipper was shown a double yellow card. Nepal still failed to capitalize on a number of advantages as the match eventually ended in a goalless stalemate. The goalless draw has propelled Bangladesh into the final, while the second finalist will be decided by the match between Nepal and Bangladesh on Saturday.
And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. And here's the question. How did you like Team Nepal's performance in the Three Nations Cup football? Your options are A, excellent, B, average, and C, could have done better. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.